This is Solaris Nights with your host, William Double Double. The Solaris Open continues as fresh talent from across the Inner Sphere compete for a spot to take a class ranking. Produced by Donegal Broadcasting Company, the most trusted news in the Lyran Commonwealth. William Schmidt, aka the Hillbilly, you are not in your interview with William.
All right.
You have been tasked with heading to your new series of suites. You get most of a floor at a local hotel, which you have been moved into by one of the silent investors.
That's exciting.
As your taxi is driving you, two men walk out in front of the road in construction uniforms and stop the taxi in the middle of the night, putting down orange cones.
Interesting.
One of them approaches the taxi driver and hands him a fold of bills. The taxi driver has a conversation with him in Mandarin Chinese, and then the taxi driver gets up and leaves the car.
Mm.
The second construction worker opens the door to your taxi and says, "Get out now!"
Oh man, what is it? So okay, interesting.
Yeah, what do you do?
Are the keys still in the car?
Yes.
Like the car's still running?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just try to jump in the front seat and take off.
Okay. I would like you to roll to avoid an attack.
Okay. All right. Where's my dice?
You're about to catch a beat down. 2d6 plus instinct.
All right. I got one instinct, so. Oh, I'm good.
So you roll double sixes, so that's a 13.
And plus one.
This guy's like, he's like, "Get out now!" And you shut the door, lock it, you leap into the front seat, you just start driving away. Two men
Peel out.
begin screaming at you in Chinese, and you make your way to the hotel, where
Man, I love it.
you just toss your keys to the valet. As you arrive in your hotel room, just note that I didn't write this, so if it doesn't sound like I wrote it, it's because I didn't.
Okay.
You find on your bed a small package in classical bright yellow and blue stripes gift wrapping. Next to it appears to be a foot-long bar of a triangle-shaped chocolate like a Toblerone. On the gift wrap package is a note that reads, "Gladiators of Apex Dragons, your rise in the Solaris Open has helped lift me out of poverty and kickstart my project. What was once just a dream in the stars and a losing bet on your stable has become reality. This humble investor offers his best regards. Enjoy your new accommodation and relax with this first print issue. Ice Dust."
Ice dust.
When you unwrap the package, you see the cover art of an overly cute Urban Mech R63 running away from an overly animated Centurion Mech in an urban environment. As the front cover reads in bright bold letters, "That time I got hit by a scorpion and reincarnated as an Urban Mech Volume 1, featuring the Mech Warrior Asator as the main protagonist." The inside of this manga is personally signed by the artist Ice Dust.
That is awesome. Hillbilly's going to be super excited about this. Like he's going to try to get this thing framed and like set up like collector's edition style. Get that ready to go on the wall.
Your concierge has it ready for you within the hour.
Awesome.
It's like a gold rimmed picture frame, laminated for your protection.
Okay. Is it signed by any chance?
Yeah, it's signed on the inside by Ice Dust.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, I love it.
So you now have a hotel room, which means that you reduce one stress after a battle.
Okay.
Or it ablates one stress from your battle. You don't reduce it, you just take one less.
Right.
Is there anything you want to do before your interview now that we've got all that pre-stuff done?
Well, I think the first thing that the Hillbilly would do is probably reach out to Elizabeth Carnelian there and just kind of let her know that I got jumped or potentially jumped on my way.
Okay.
You know, so sort of raise that up to the stable.
All right. So she answers the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see she's sitting at her desk, and she was definitely sleeping at her desk, drooling on herself, and her hair is a mess. And she just goes, "Hello, yeah, Hillbilly, hello.
Hey there, Elizabeth. I mean, what time is it? Where?
It's always time to finish paperwork.
Just wanted to let you know that I got jumped on the way over to my hotel by a couple guys speaking Mandarin. I don't know what they wanted. I got away, unscathed, but something's going down.
That's been happening a lot lately, actually. That happened to Amos yesterday.
That's concerning. It feels like we got a little long-term problem coming.
You didn't kill anybody, did you?
No, I just got away.
Okay, because Amos killed somebody.
Oh, well, I guess that's escalating a problem.
I'm surprised you didn't know about it. It's on every TV channel. Someone caught him on video shooting an unarmed man.
That's. No, I guess that's not that surprising for the ferryman. That kind of fits his shtick. Should have expected him to be packing heat.
Okay, well, do you need self-defense training?
No, I'm set. I guess this is just a heads up to you. Maybe we can think about this in the future, see who's doing this, and see if maybe we can do something about it.
We're pretty sure we know who they are. They made no attempt to hide themselves or their goals.
Perfect.
They've announced it, so.
Oh no. Well, all right. Thanks for the info. I'm gonna try to get some sleep.
Okay.
No, I don't.
She hangs up the phone. The hollow phone. Because this is
so yeah, fill me back in on this. I know that there were like some gangsters, and they're from a specific faction, right?
They're from one of the Chinese triads that operates out of the Capellan Confederation. So the thing about Solaris is that it's one of the only true neutral planets. It's a strongly Lyran planet, but there are embassies to each of the other great houses, and pretty much every major faction and minor faction, even periphery nations, maintain a hold here because all of the news comes out of this world because of the gladiator fights.
Okay, this is jogging my memory. Cosmo talked some shit about the Capellan Confederation Chancellor there.
Yeah, the new Chancellor. He just took over from when his mother was murdered. And his father, Sen Shang, they were both murdered. There's a rumor that maybe his uncle's been murdered as well.
Okay.
Capellan Confederation not known for forgiveness. Forgiveness not strongly within its category of values. Order, justice, community, very strong among their people.
Feels like the Hillbilly is going to be searching out over the next week here and finding maybe a personal bodyguard or something.
Probably a good idea.
Get himself a crew of Billies to follow himself around.
So is there anything you'd like to do before?
No, I think I'm set for the match. We're just going to run into it.
All right, so you find yourself the day before the match in your interview with William. William is seated across the table from you, wearing his usual beret, saying, "Well, the Hillbilly, William Schmidt, wonderful to see you again."
Yeah, you likewise. I hear you had a new album drop recently, Dubs.
I did, and I'm already working on another one. I'll be doing a collaboration with my son, although I must say his style of music is a bit more like my younger work.
That'll be interesting. Perhaps a bit discordant.
I believe discordant is the purpose.
All right, I like it.
It's a new genre of music. I haven't really listened to it that much, but I'm trying to get into the groove.
Interesting. Doing any touring anytime soon?
Well, I would, except I have a full-time job working for the Donegal Broadcasting Company, running Solaris Nights. He gestures around, and there's canned audience laughter that plays.
Beautiful.
The Hillbilly, you'll be facing down on a familiar battlefield to your stable. Some remember it as the site of Seth's perhaps only victory, where he initially established himself as a powerhouse, but since then he has failed to deliver. Misery, aka the Glacier's Edge.
Yeah. Well, maybe the Ghost Bear's only good on his natural environment.
Strong words from you. Surprising.
I don't know. I don't, mean to insult the guy. I'm just saying this is ice. He's a ghost bear. It just makes sense to me.
Do you believe that the environment is going to play any effect on your strategy for your upcoming battle?
I don't run too hot in general, so I think this is just either way lets me run all out no matter what.
How are you doing, William? I haven't asked that much of the rest of your stable, and perhaps I should have. It must be jarring to move from the minor leagues up to official Solaris ranking. Now, of course, there's a whole tier of gladiators that exist above you. None of Apex Dragons entered into the Unlimited class, which is, of course, what some people, who are not myself, believe to be the only gladiatorial class. Certainly, viewership of that class is more than all of the other 5 classes combined.
Well, the way we look at it, I think you got to walk before you can run. So I think we might, maybe 1 or 2 of us work our way up there someday. But do
you see yourself in the Unlimited class one day?
Oh, I hope so. I don't know what mech that's going to be. Whether the Hunchback gets upgraded to a point where I feel like it's ready to take on anything like that kind of challenge. But
young man, I've seen incredible things in my time. I watched just a few years ago a Centurion, decades old, win the Unlimited class. The same Centurion which had previously won the Unlimited class 20 years before that.
You know what? That's a dream. That's a goal. I think I could see it in my future. I definitely want to target it and move towards it. In the meantime, life's only gotten better for me. Sure, I'm in the minor league, so to speak, in the low end of the rankings, but I'm up out of the Solaris Opens.
Oh, you are official ranked gladiator, sir.
That's right.
You do what a billion can only dream of.
That's right. And in that vein, that has opened up opportunities for me. And if I have a minute, I feel like I should talk about my current business venture with my friend Jim back in the Duchy of Andurian. We've started a company, and it's called the Billy Jim, and it's a cured meat snack made from the finest beefaloes raised and slaughtered and processed on Jim's secret family recipe, and it's shipped to your door, packaged for freshness, jumped straight to you, and chomp into a Billy Jim today is what I would say.
Please roll to extend your immediate influence. It's 2d6 plus corporate.
Here we go. Oh, I have a -1 to corporate. All right, so that's a 7.
All right, you get what it wants, but it costs you something you have, or otherwise does not go exactly as intended.
Okay.
I feel like you have some choice here, but I feel like the obvious one is that there's a group of your fans who believe you're a sellout now.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with that. That's easy. That's easy. I'm definitely selling out just a little bit, right? Repping for that cash.
Yeah. So William holds up a Billy Jim and the Easy Tear plastic container and takes a bite out of it and says, "The flavor is so savory, but the spice blend peppery with a good mix to it."
Yeah. You're not going to find anything better outside of the, Free Worlds League.
It's true. I've never had this particular animal, the beefalo, but it's very interesting. Oh, yeah. There are certainly quite a few animals across the inner sphere.
Yeah, this is a real one too. Not made up.
Is there anything else you wanted to do during your interview?
I want to guarantee victory. Absolutely.
Yes.
The Hillbilly will walk away from this victorious. There is no doubt in my mind at all.
No doubt.
None.
Okay. You gain 1 stress.
All right. It's my only stress right now.
Very well. Is there any final thing you want to do before you do the intro sequence for your mech? Now, you could attempt to research your opponent. If you had multiple mechs, in that weight class at that time, you could swap them up. You could swap up your SPAs if you knew more.
Okay.
You were scared.
Okay.
Because technically fights are billeted between pilots, not between mechs.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I mean, right now, I think I am prepared as I can be, at least, on my end. There's nothing really that I'm going to switch up. I could swap out to the other mech, but that's not worth it right now. So I'm good. Let's do this.
Allow me to reveal the battlefield to the audience. Some might recognize it. And allow me to reveal your opponent for today's match. Piloting is Stablemate's previous mech. It's Prim0 piloting the Kintaro Smash. Kintaro Smash apparently needs its armor values updated. But on the other hand, we're talking 4 SRM-6 launchers with Artemis 4s backed by ER large laser. Several of these things could be a problem for you.
It could get nasty.
Let's talk about intro sequence. What do you have going on?
All right. So, in typical Hillbilly fashion, there's going to be a song. And today it's going to be Boot Scootin' Boogie.
An ancient classic from Earth, yes.
Exactly, yes. And the Hillbilly's going to be strutting out, doing a little bit of shuffle, a little bit of slide, working his way through it. He's got his musket. He's got his jug of whiskey. He's going to take his swig. The mech, though, the hunchback, has been painted up to, as best as it can, look like it is wearing a pair of overalls.
I see. Yep,
that is
such
important.
A thing. But Buck, your new stable mech tech, is capable of such feats with several days worth of work and enough paint.
Beautiful. And then Hillbilly will rip off down to the jorts, hop up into the mech from there, and try to get the mech to do a little bit of a shuffle as well, as long as the music's still playing.
So it should be noted that Prim0 interrupts your intro.
Ooh.
He comes out early. Like, you can see that there's a mech tech like on his mech still plugging things in, and Prim0 like reaches up to the shoulder and brushes it there, and the mech tech's like, whoa, and then the mech tech like jumps down real quick and climbs down a ladder. He rushes out into the arena and starts shuffling next to you, trying to do the same dance. So obviously he's never practiced it, but he's excited to attempt it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, as soon as Hillbilly sees Prim0 running out to do it, he's going to point with the hunchback, get it to point at him and like kind of start to lead him through it as best he can.
Okay. The audience fucking loves this. This is amazing for them. At the end of it, Prim0 transitions into his intro doing the Prim0 dance, which involves a lot of, jazz hands, cat ears, side-to-side steps.
As much as possible, the Hillbilly's going to try to keep up.
You know what? I'd like you to roll for this.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll 2d6 plus corporate.
Okay. That's 8 minus 1, so
Interesting.
7.
I'm just going to make a mark here. That went well for you. That was a good roll.
Cool.
Yeah. Things have gone crazy here for your boys.
Get our mech dance party going. And when the music winds down, I'm going to bring the hunchback into kind of like a sort of a football squat,
Yeah. Let's talk about initiative.
All right.
Prim0 just rolled snake eyes. Incredible.
That's 8 for me.
Okay. Well, you get to pick which edge of the map you enter from.
Okay. Is there anything about the ice and movement on it that I need to know about?
Yes, it will be incredibly punishing to move on the ice.
That makes sense.
I could tell you about it, but the simple fact of the matter is you'd have to be insane to move on it. And if the ice beneath you gets shot out, you will sink to the watery depths. And not only will you lose the match, you could die.
Okay. So what you're saying is if I were to choose out here and make him start on the ice, that would be really funny, but I won't.
Correct. I would note, however, his mech does not have jump jets, so it would be very difficult for him to... But that's the luck of the draw.
It is, yes. Okay, I will start here.
How generous.
This side.
Let me see. You know, you don't have to choose where you start. You just have to choose the side. Right.
My bad.
Because I then place, and you get to make your choice based on how I've placed.
I gotcha. Well, I will pull off to the side and be prepared to adjust.
He places here.
Okay. There, gotcha. All right. Well, I will go here. Face in this direction.
Guys, in the snow trenches of Hoth is where we're fighting.
That's right. That's fun. Who's going to be the AT-AT? I don't know. All right.
6 initiative. Oh boy. So this is what it's come to, Dice. You betrayed me again.
7. So you go first.
So true. He's gonna walk 5 spaces.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's a run at 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. Or 5 hexes? Yeah, 5 hexes. So what's the move bonus on that?
If you move 5 hexes, it's a 2.
Okay.
I somehow doubt we're in range to shoot each other. Unfortunately, my arm laser isn't going to reach you. Initiative is a 7.
All right.
So it should be noted it is minus 40 Celsius here. It's also minus 40 Fahrenheit, which means minus 1 heat.
I think I need to roll that. The dice went into the channel there.
Okay.
All right, so that's a 8.
Yeah, he just turns in place for no bonus round.
All right, so Hillbilly's gonna open the public comms and just say, we started off with all those fancy moves. You're just gonna stand still now?
Prim0 in his cockpit tosses back his hair and says, Prim0 loves you, but Prim0 also loves your large laser.
All right, I can respect that, buddy. We'll see how long that works to your advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's where I will go. Get my run. 2.
15 hexes, huh? I think that's gonna put you solidly in my range. A long range, but in my range. So the 10 to hit you. That will hit. Left arm.
Left arm, all right.
For 8 damage.
There it is.
Yeah, so you have this conversation and you're just like, well, okay. And then like there's a brilliant giant red beam that sweeps out and hits your arm, and suddenly there's like a ton of armor missing. You're like, oh, okay, well,
this is good strategy.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's roll those bones. Toss the dice. 6.
We go 5. All right. Well, I'm first. So it's a big surprise here. What I'm going to do, it's 1 extra to go up a level, correct?
Yep. So it'll be 2.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. All right. Should still put me at the 2 for the run.
10 hexes. So I think I'm out of range of all of your guns. Works for me, and I'll just tag you with my laser again.
Man, all right.
So not moving, and then 8 to hit this time. Yep, that's a center torso through armor critical.
Oh, brutal.
With a critical. All right. So you
man.
if you have a glory, you could spend it to avoid this.
I don't have any glory, right? Or did I get one for being stable champion? Is that what that is?
Oh yeah, you got one for that.
Yeah. All right. I will use it. Let's do it.
Okay.
This is a good time.
2d6 plus instinct. See how you do.
That's 8 plus 1, so 9.
Okay. You can negate the crit, but you gain a stress in the process.
All right, I'll do it.
All right. Well, it's not really a you do or don't. You spend the glory up front,
Right,
and then you get the rewards. All right, so you still take 8 damage to the center torso.
Okay.
But tell me what cool cinematic moment we keep seeing anime, but let's say Marvel Cinematic Universe. What cool moment do you have that keeps something from your center torso from exploding and probably crippling you?
Okay, so I can't really return fire to Prim0, but probably at the start of the turn, I started lasing at the ground in front of me, releasing some steam.
Yeah.
And use that as a kind of smoke screen.
So you like burst through it after taking the laser blast, and Primo's probably like, that took him out. And then you like come through, and there's like a hole clean through your mech, and nothing was hit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I guess it's initiative time again. 7.
All right. 7.
I forgot to run the.
This is a Donegal Broadcasting Company news alert.
No.
I have been cheating the whole time. 5 on the reroll initiative.
9 for me.
Well, that's not so good for me.
That's what I needed. Let's see what you do. Come on, Prim0, moment of truth. You got a few hits in with that thing.
He moves to here.
Interesting.
So he charges forward across the snow.
1, 2, 3.
So, I mean, maybe not everyone's seen a Kintaro before, but this one replaced its missile launchers to put them all in the chest hole missile launcher area. Mech is basically made of missile launchers in the middle of it.
That's interesting. I mean, yeah, that thing is kind of scary at this range. But
Says
so am
the
I.
Hunchback pilot.
That's the point.
All right, so he torso twists so he can fire everything, and he will fire all of his SRM6s, which will build 16. What evasiveness do you have?
It should be the 2 again because I went say 4 axes.
Okay, he's looking to hit on 8s. Yep, that'll do it.
Man, he's done nothing but hit.
No, that can't be right. Die roll of 10 on a 6 is 5 missiles hit. Right torso for 2.
Okay.
Left torso for 2.
All right.
Left arm
For 1.
2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Left arm again.
No.
Center torso for 2.
Okay.
That was the first of 4 missile packs.
Ew.
Second pack hits and will hit with 5 missiles.
Okay.
Left leg.
2.
Left leg.
2.
Center torso.
All right.
Center torso.
Okay.
Left leg. Pack 3 misses.
All right.
Attack 4 misses. Wow, that would have been a hit too. So you did take 20 points of damage. So
Okay.
at the end of this phase, you will need to make a piloting check.
I believe.
It is your turn, sir.
All right, so we're gonna open up with that AC 20 right away, and I believe this is hitting on 8s. For that, I start at 3. I move for 2. You add 3, and short range for the AC 20. So that should be 8, right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because he's got a 3 evasiveness, right? And
Yes.
are you a 3-4 or a 4-4?
A 3-4.
Okay, then yes, you're correct.
8s. Okay, cool.
It is 8.
So AC 20 at 8. Oh, that's a miss.
That would have been brutal.
Oh.
Absolutely unbelievably brutal.
That would have been a good crit too. All right, mediums at
It
8.
would have just blown the whole arm off. So yeah.
Miss for the first one. That's a hit finally. And that goes to location 6, which is, what am I, on the left side here?
That's a great question. Yes.
Left leg then. So, yep, 1 medium to the left leg. Does crit, but doesn't go through probably. So
Not even close.
and then the small at long range. So this would be hitting on a 12. Yeah. Right. And that is a miss.
All right. I will need you to make your PSR, pilot skill roll, to stay standing despite the damage. Your mech is racked with horrifying
Oh yeah, I'm
blasts.
good.
Yep.
11.
Yeah, missiles all over your mech, impacts everywhere. Looks like early 2000s insurgent missile launcher firing. Holes all over your mech. How is that thing looking? I feel like I was hitting some strategic locations over and over again.
It's sandpapered a good bit. The left arm is not too happy. That's the closest. You've done some good work on the center.
Yeah. I mean that's what's brutal.
It's a little scary, absolutely. This is a tough point. Hillbilly's sweating a little bit. He's gonna probably open the comms to Prim0 and just be like, "Woo, you did pretty well with that one, buddy."
Yeah, Prim0 is just like Prim0 is loves AC-20 a lot. So much love. You can see there's a slight look of panic for him as he just barely missed ripping the whole arm off.
Perfect. All right. It's initiative, right?
Yep. 7. Oh boy, that almost was much worse.
Come on. Yeah, there it is, 9.
That's not a great time to lose
I
initiative.
needed this. The only way I get back into this, I feel like, is with initiative. And a hit. Any AC 20 hit.
Okay, he backs off.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well,
I probably
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll face you. 6.
Oh, that brings up punching opportunities.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Just note that your lasers are in your arms.
They're in my arms, yeah.
Yes. All right.
So,
Interesting,
okay.
though. Interesting.
Yeah, weapon time. So I got to declare, and I'm gonna go for those punches.
I shoot first, then you shoot,
okay.
and then we declare physical attacks.
Okay.
So I'm gonna alpha strike, including even my large laser.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna preemptively tell you, I'm also gonna punch with my right arm.
Okay.
So I'll be looking at 7s to hit on everything. Let's start with that large laser.
Miss, come on. Oh.
Nope. That's 8 damage to the right torso.
All right. Right torso. Yeah.
Missile pack 1 is a hit. 5 missiles hit. Right leg.
Okay. That's good.
Right leg.
Perfect.
Center torso through armor critical.
Oh, another one.
With a critical.
Oh, okay, so two damage to the center torso.
Yeah.
Right. And
1-3 is your fusion engine.
come on.
So you now build +5 heat.
All right.
I remember a man telling me he wasn't really concerned about heat.
Yeah. No, I mean, of course, the match that I guarantee victory in the first one is the roughest.
Number 4 goes to the left arm.
Okay. Oh man, that's looking
is all
rough.
right arm.
Okay.
Second missile pack.
Still only on the second.
Hits.
Oh.
This is 4 missiles.
Okay.
Right arm.
Right arm. We good.
Right arm.
All right.
Right leg.
Okay.
Right torso. It literally just went 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good lord. All right.
It was a straight. It was a straight, I tell you. All right. Missile pack 3 of 4 is a hit. 6 is 4 missiles.
Okay.
Center torso.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Right
every time.
torso.
Okay.
Center torso.
Okay.
Left torso.
We like that.
Last missile pack misses.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you're basically covered in greasy missile exhaust everywhere.
Yes.
Your mech takes enormous amounts of damage, including a center torso through armor critical. You're starting to get critical losses everywhere. Like a good hit on any of your low armor locations is going to blow right through it.
Hillbilly starts muttering about goddamn curse.
I heard it was sabotage.
We haven't confirmed or denied.
Well, any one AC-20 shot from you is going to clearly blow through
Yeah.
anywhere, including center torso. So why don't you go ahead and show us your
Yep.
moves?
Okay, so first things first, real quick on melee, what are my options, right? Can I do 2 punches?
So you shoot first. Melee is
Yeah.
an entirely separate phase.
Right. I just want to make sure because I'll reserve my arm weapons.
So yeah, you can't shoot the arm weapon, and you can punch with each arm.
Okay.
If you have melee master, you get an additional attack. So if you kick twice. If you punch,
Gotcha.
you punch 3 times instead of twice.
Okay. Cool.
And just note that kicking is always an option here. You could fire both of your lasers and then kick him.
Yeah, that's true.
There is a risk to it because if you miss the kick, you could fall down.
Okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and reserve the 2 mediums and fire the AC-20 and the small and go for those 2 punches.
This
So here
is a
comes it.
man.
Yeah.
This is a man
AC-20.
you're reaching for the stars.
I want trying
All
to
you
grasp
need is
them
a solid
with both
AC-20.
punches.
Yeah.
Okay, so I start at the 3, add the 2 for my run, add 1 for him. So that's 6, and I'm at short range. So am I forgetting anything? That should be it. So shooting for 6 on the AC-20.
3. You ran. It's 4, 5, 6. That checks out to me.
All right, here we go. AC-20.
That is a 6.
Just barely. Okay.
All right. Well,
8 on the location table.
left torso. Right.
Left torso. Yep.
Okay. It's 3 internal damage on the left torso.
And 7 is not a crit. All right.
Just for the kids at home, the left torso is where all the SRM ammo is stored. So and that's the only thing in there. So if you had crit here, the match would be over.
Okay. Well, here's the small laser coming, and it's going to do that business that I need right there in that left torso crit.
Well, I guess we'll see. You'll have to make it happen.
That's a hit. And location 6 and 1 crit, looks like.
Unfortunately, that's the other torso.
Oh.
Right? That's
It
the
is.
right
You're
torso.
right. Yeah, you're right.
So close and yet so far.
It was. Dang it. All right, so it's punch a clock, I think.
Well, first we both need to roll for our piloting skill checks.
Okay.
We both took at least 20. Primo stays standing.
6. So I think I'm still good.
You needed a 5, so you're good. All right, he's gonna punch, so he needs a number. That number is 8.
Okay.
He does not get it. He goes to punch you, and he probably solidly connects with your mech, but you know, it's just like scrapes along the armor, right?
Okay. And then so what do I need to hit? It's my pilot skill rating is 4
Plus your movement, plus his evasiveness.
So, okay, so 4, 2, 6, so 7s, right?
Okay.
And I make 2 punch attacks, yeah?
Yep. Oh
That's a
no,
miss.
it rolled over.
That's
Oh
a
no.
miss.
That is a
And
hit.
there's a hit. There's a
All
hit.
right, roll one of those red dice.
Okay.
So we see what the location is. One is
Location
the left
one.
arm.
Oh, come on now.
The amount of damage that your mech punch deals is 1 for every 10. Hunchback
So
is
5
50.
damage, yeah.
5 damage left arm. You punch him in the arm he's punching with. No, it's probably the one he's defending with his laser. Like, you go to punch the laser and he like moves the arm and you crunch into it. He's like, ah! Lots of grinding noises. All right, there's probably some heat built. Definitely for me.
Oh gosh, yes.
I build 9 points of heat from that barrage.
So AC 20 is, let's see, 7 plus the small laser at 8 plus 5 for the engine hit. So it puts me at 13, and I dissipate 13, so I am good. Plus 2 for the run. So that puts me at 2 heat total. Where do I mark that?
Heat's on this side over here.
That's right. Need to get my draw tool.
You don't need a draw tool. There's a thing at the top for heat scale.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yep. Sorry. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I'm
draw tool heat scales only for people like me that never reuse the sheep. For the bad guys, because I know the bad guys will be dead at the end. They've never won a match in their life. And yet people are still like, Arthur, why do you send insane combat challenges against your players? They can't possibly win. And I'm like, they've won every single time for 4 years, man. I don't know. Like, maybe you just...
It's going to be okay.
When we started Solaris Nights, I was like, battle value is really accurate and it provides interesting matchups. And now I'm like, battle value doesn't mean shit, man. All it takes is 1 center torso through armor critical and you're done.
It's average.
The thing about battle value is I think it's you're right, it is average, but I think it's average over numbers.
Yeah.
So like a 4v4 match would be way more accurate in battle value than a 1v1 because an engine critical on one guy in a 4-person lance is bad. An engine critical in a 1v1 is basically the game is over.
Yeah, I don't know what you weight more heavily in the 1v1s, right? Like the cluster stuff that fetches those crits like this, like that we just saw against me, or the AC 20, right? Like the big hitter. They're both valuable.
Yeah.
I don't know which is better.
You need to get the LBX AC20 that lets you do both whenever you feel like it.
Nobody's ready.
You don't even know about precision rounds.
I don't.
Those haven't come out yet. They're great.
All right. I'm ready.
They give you a -1 to hit.
Okay.
They can only be used in old style AC20s like the one you're using right now.
That's my favorite kind.
Okay, let's roll initiative because I guess this match isn't over and the Solaris Keepers.
I thought for sure it would
probably right. You thought 1 AC20 strike would take me down?
Come on, that's my style.
2 AC20 strikes maybe. You're moving first, which is great for me.
Yeah,
this is a round I wanted to win.
Okay, well. Oh, Prim0.
And he's faster than you too.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a 5'8".
Not as great as I was hoping it would be. So we're just gonna. But range is his deal a little bit too. Oh man, I don't know what
he's got 4 SRM6 launchers, so
he does. Yeah.
Now he is limited because of his speed. His new speed is now a 4.6. Okay. So he is the same speed as you.
All right. And I guess I'll just reverse 1, 2, 3. And I can torso twist and hit if he goes to the left or right there.
Yep.
Okay, so I will stop there.
All right, so steam is rising off of his mech as it is beginning to heat up. He was walking backwards. You see that he's getting the upper hand after he blocks your punch. You start backing off. His mech pivots and starts running after you. And like you're running backwards, he's running forwards. And he's just like, Prim0 believes fight is not over. You want to fight in close range with fists? Prim0 allow you to do what you need to. Because
I love it, Primo. Let's do it out.
Primo loves everything. Yeah, so Primo
I
just
love that you love.
moves to move to you.
All right.
So I guess you both have green ones.
Yep. Thank you.
You're shooting first.
All right. Yeah, well, we're going to do the same thing as last time. AC-20, small laser. And it looks like I should be hitting this time on a 5, I believe. So 3 plus 2 and short range.
Yeah,
So,
sounds right.
all right, here we go. And that's a hit. And location 5.
Right leg.
Right leg. Well, shear a leg off.
You do get in there and scoop out some
No
of the
damn fire, no
internal
crit
bits.
though.
It's really not a place you want to lose 20 points of armor, though.
That's fair.
It's
I
not,
preferred
it's not
that
good.
same torso I hit last time. Small laser. And that's a hit. And location 2.
Center torso through armor critical.
Oh, hell
Unfortunately,
yeah.
no crit.
No, never mind. Okay, and then I will be punching with both my arms.
All right, we will get to that in physical attack phase. He is going to fire off a blast of his 4 SRM6s. So at his heat level, he has a +1 to fire. So he's looking at sevens. Yep. 7 is
It's bad.
4 missiles
That's what
hit.
it is.
First one hits left leg,
Okay, okay. Legs are good.
left arm,
Okay, that's the last of the armor there.
right arm,
Okay, I still got some left.
right torso.
Right torso.
Second launcher hits. Ooh.
I'm only getting hit today.
Oh my goodness, this whole time I forgot I had Artemis fire control. Alright, so I'm gonna remember from now on. Don't worry.
That's
The lore keepers are adding. So it's not clear. Was that one mistake on my part, or was that a mistake for every time I failed to remember?
that's a good question.
Yeah, it'll be up to the head of the lore keepers to decide, who is also
right.
me.
The council.
So that will bump it from 3 missiles to 4 missiles because of
Okay.
the fire control system.
Yep.
Left leg.
I feel pain. All right, left leg.
Left arm.
Okay, is that a crit?
It is a crit.
Yeah,
It's
that
actually
counts.
a double crit. 2-6. So you lose your upper arm
That's a-
actuator.
Okay.
Oh, is that 2-5? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. So you lose your upper arm actuator and your medium laser.
Okay. Brutal. And
So
that happens at the end of
second-
the round, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The third hits left leg.
Okay.
Left torso.
All right.
Third missile launcher.
Will
Hits.
he miss ever? No, is the answer.
3 missiles hit.
Okay.
Left arm.
All right.
2 more crits down there, huh?
Yeah. All right.
That's
Well,
rough.
There goes the rest of the stuff in there. Just about. I'll have maybe a shoulder left.
The shoulder is gone.
Oh, I wanted the shoulder.
I just rolled 3 ones in a row. And the lower arm actuator is gone.
Okay.
So with the shoulder, you're not going to be able to punch with that arm this round, unfortunately.
Oh, really? It
Yeah.
freezes it for the round. Okay.
Yep.
That's a bummer.
So with the actuators gone, it would be very hard, but shoulder means no physical attack at all.
Okay.
I think this is the last one of this batch is center
And it
torso.
super hits. All right. 2 more to the center torso. That's looking not great.
This is a hit. It is a head hit. And it's 5 missiles. The first one is a head hit.
Okay.
Second one is a head hit.
Oh my God, really?
Yep. Right arm.
Okay. Oh.
Center torso.
All right.
Left arm.
Okay. Well, that's 2 internal left on the left arm.
And I need you to make 2 consciousness rolls. You need to hit a 3 and then a 5.
Okay. Here's the first one.
2d6. You good?
That's the first one. Okay.
2 missiles hit your head. Just ringing
bad
everywhere.
day.
Yeah. Your punching suddenly just got a lot more difficult.
Oh, yes, it did. Okay. Well, in that case, I'll take my 1 punch that I get to do. Shoot, this is now much harder, right? So
you could also attempt a kick if you want to be very risky.
No, I'll stick with the punch. The kick feels like that's just gonna be the death knell.
I agree.
All right, so that
4.
makes it 4 plus 2.
You
6.
don't take the head damage until the end of the round, I believe.
Okay. So it should be a 6 to hit again.
Yes. Pilot damage. Although I'm sure Dunamis and James will correct me if I... Well, that definitely hits. So roll one of those D6s. A 4 is a right torso for 5 points of damage.
And no crit.
You really want to hit the left torso.
I really did.
Get in there, scoop it out.
Would be nice.
He is throwing hands at you. He needs an 8.
I think he's...
He does it.
Prim0 just cannot miss today.
He punches you in the head.
Come on!
That's 6 points of damage to the head.
Come on.
It's internal.
Yeah,
The
that
cockpit
definitely...
glass cracks as he punches you, and minus 40 degree weather begins pouring in. You have 1 head left? Oh my god, you're
That
so close to dying! Holy shit!
Very nearly my death.
All right, and I need you to make a consciousness check at a 7. This match for you.
Oh,
now you fall unconscious.
Yeah.
Prim0 catches your mech as you slump forward, and he sees, the freezing cold begins entering your mech's cockpit as steaming hot air comes out, and he's holding you up with his mech, trying to keep you from going down. And he screams, "Medic!"
Perfect. I like to think that Prim0 climbs out and tries to warm me with his body.
I think he'd just bring a survival blanket over to you.
I don't know. This is Prim0 we're talking about. He'd take it to that place.
That's true. No. So he wraps you into your chair with a blanket, right? But he's trying to feed you water, warm hot cocoa or something. The medics arrive via helicopter into the negative degree weather. There's a little bit of breeze blowing, and the guy's coming down. He's swaying on his rope as he tries to hot drop into your cockpit, and Primo's just no, shh, he's sleeping. He's got you tucked in with a Prim0 blanket with his Prim0 face on. He's got a Ushanka that has little Prim0 cat ears on it. He's merchandised you.
Yep, and it's all gonna be on the replay.
You find yourself several hours later with a black eye, a bunch of contusions, your face is covered in shrapnel cuts from where your cockpit exploded inwardly. You had a little bit of hypothermia from being out in negative 40 degree weather in Mech Warrior shorts. What did jorts? Jorts and a thing designed to suck warmth away from your body. So, yeah, it was pretty cold for a few minutes there.
Day.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your boy is right across from you, and he's just William Schmidt, the Hillbilly. I want to congratulate you on your survival. It is rare that a Solaris gladiator takes the kind of hits that a man like you just took and walks away from them. You are lucky to be alive, and so, might I add, is your opponent. You came fairly close to torching his ammunition supply and ending that match immediately.
That was a match full of brutality, and we both wound up on the receiving end of it, but I think I came away a little worse for the wear. So, that was a wake-up call. I guess that's what I get for getting a little big for my britches and guaranteeing victory. Trying to be somebody I'm not, I guess. I don't know.
So let's talk about that. You lost the match, so you increase your stress by 1.
Yep.
You took meat damage, so you increase your stress by 1.
Okay.
You lost, so you get an experience point and a point of stress.
Okay. So just from this one match, I will have gotten 5 stress.
Okay. You also get another experience point just for participating in the match itself.
Okay.
You cannot use the guarantee victory move again until you hit 6 experience and level up.
Okay. So I get 2 experience total from this. That should put me at 5 total, I believe.
Okay.
So
the good news is your hotel room is going to block one of the stress you just gained.
okay. Stress shield.
So you have 4 stress, which means going into your next match, and I don't know that anyone can lower your stress at this point because one of the investors bought the thing that allows you to lower people's stress, the hover car or recreational activity.
Okay.
Your 4 stress will have you so stressed out that even if you get medically healed, you still have 1 phantom point of meat damage going into the match.
And that's because at the 4 threshold?
Yes. 4, 5, and 6, you're treated as having a hit just from stressed out, can't sleep. You know, it's like you've been stuck in your house for like a year or something.
Okay.
And, you know, everything's going terribly all around you. That level of stress.
Weird.
That's what you experience, but before you go into mortal perilous combat in front of billions of people live on television. Yeah. So, well, it sounds like that hotel room probably saved you from a little bit more pain.
Yeah, it did.
You're going to need to de-stress. Oh, right. You could de-stress at the end of the week.
I will. I think that's going to be the tack to take for me. I will absolutely be going to de-stress, just blow off some steam, hang out with the boys, you know.
Let's get back to the interview, though, before we count all of our chickens. Your chickens have hatched, however. They're hatching right now. William is just like, what would you do going into that match if you... Would you do something differently?
I don't know. I mean, I played it my way, and I feel like it got close to coming, you know, into my arms. It was right there, but it snatched away all those hits. I couldn't dodge to save my life. I don't know. I don't think I would have done anything differently, honestly.
So you feel that you put forward the best performance you could have walking into that arena?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, I could have made some different decisions, but you know, it wouldn't have been me. So,
what about your opponent?
Prim0 did amazing. He came out of this into this match just guns a-blazing, and I don't think he missed once.
Prim0 was not favored to win this round. In fact, you were the favored mech warrior.
Yeah,
he is generally considered
favored.
he is generally considered to be one of the worst mech warriors on the Solaris class rankings. But a thorough entertainer. I'm not one to spread rumors, but it is my understanding his stable holds some rank in order to get him onto the class rankings list.
Oh my.
It would seem that this particular victory may accelerate his popularity to new heights.
You know, I don't blame it. That's for sure. He made this look good today. There's no doubt about it. A little salty.
He shows you a clip of like his interview with Prim0, and the whole time Prim0 is just eating Billy Jims, like one after another.
That's okay. Perfect. And in that vein, Hillbilly would still be wearing the cat ears Ushanka. That's perfect. Yeah, you know, Prim0 and I, we got nothing but love for each other. You know, this match went the way it went. I had a great time getting myself beat, but that's okay. We're gonna come out of this into the next one, and it's gonna be even better.
The Hillbilly, you seem to be more even-keeled than several of your stablemates.
Sure.
Do you have anything to say to some of your stablemates? Like, again, it's not the policy of this show to call out anyone in particular, but it would be hard to not notice the floundering that Seth Ghostbear has been experiencing lately. While a strong contender, it's rough to see his entertainment values continuing to plummet as he brings in loss after loss for the stables.
You know, even though he has been losing, I find it's tough to say that his entertainment value has been dropping. He's had some tough fights, some close ones.
So you're
some
a
beautiful
fan.
ones. Oh yeah. I mean, I trained with Seth a little bit last week. We hopped up onto Sergey's ship and did some light training in those simulators, and that was a lot of fun. You know, Seth, at his heart, like I've said before, he's more of a teddy bear than a ghost bear. You just got to get to know the guy.
When you say Sergey, you mean Sergey Wolf.
That's right. Yeah.
You're saying that you and several other gladiators trained privately with him.
We did, yeah. He offered, and I accepted.
So yeah, like William does something like this, and then turns to look at the camera, like thinkingly, like, "Oh, this is news to you and me, audience. Like, I don't know where to go with this." What are your plans going forward, the Hillbilly? Obviously, you've taken some very serious hits. Your mech is going to require some serious repairs. Do you feel that you need to endure greater training, maybe technologically upgrade your mech? I mean, that mech is basically right off a factory line, 200 years old.
Absolutely. We've kept her, you know, vintage, I like to call it. But, you know, we're in a different stakes game at this point, and I feel like, yeah, absolutely, we'll be investing some money into Buttercup and get her up to speed.
You're guaranteeing that the next time we see your mech, it will be upgraded.
If it's not, then you're probably going to be seeing me in a different mech.
Is there anything you'd say to your fans, your investors, your family?
Yeah. I love you all. You're near and dear to my heart. You know, I think the other thing I'd say is that coming up into the future, I've got my Wolfhound, and it hasn't seen the light of day just yet. I might just see if we can get a light match organized and see how that goes. This meeting was a lot of fun, but I feel like the Hunchback's going to be out of commission for a minute while we get her back up and running.
Are you saying you'll be doing exhibition matches in your Wolfhound? Or are you thinking of making the switch to Class 2 Light Division?
I don't want to drop down to the Light Division necessarily, but I wouldn't mind participating in a 2v2, maybe, you know, something of that nature. We'll see what shakes out of that. But okay. I've got the thing. I'd love to put her to the test for y'all.
All right. With that, is there anything else you want to do with your time in this episode? Now, I heard you say maybe you wanted to de-stress.
Yeah,
it's a solid pick. Solid
Hillbilly's
pick.
Gonna go and blow off some steam, get the boys together, go out for a few nights, and you know, slower speed. Obviously, he's got some injuries to nurse, but
he just needs some physical therapy, some mud, maybe some vitamin C. That'll solve all his problems. Oh man, a spa day. I want my COVID vaccine so badly, so I can go get it done with a massage.
Straight up, I'm gonna be eligible at the end of this month finally.
I'm talking to my doctor tonight.
Nice.
7 p.m.
Good luck, man. I hope they approve it.
Thank you. Don't fail me now, state of Delaware. I believe in you. Is there anything else you want to do? You have several moves. You could try to arrange a match if you had something in mind.
Yeah, I don't have particulars in mind. I feel like I need to get some more information there, but I certainly would, you know, for the next upcoming match, maybe like to research a little bit more. Maybe find out what, you know, I'm going to be facing. I don't know if now is the appropriate time to do that.
Now
or we do that
is
later,
the appropriate time to do so.
Right, let's do it.
All right. So the thing you want to research is your next opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just who they are.
Let's make that roll.
Okay.
According to this thing that I wrote, the roll is 2d6 plus instinct.
Okay. So that's 5 plus 1, 6.
Okay. That is a failure.
Okay.
You have edge. You could reroll this.
Now,
it should be noted that failure on this roll, you still research something. You just gain a stress in the process.
Okay. Okay.
And you reveal how you can be manipulated.
Stress is bad. So
stress is bad.
Definitely use that.
If you don't want stress, you need to hit a 10 plus.
Oh God. Okay. Should have thought about that before I did this. 7.
You
so
get a stress.
plus 1, 8. So yeah.
You also get to choose something to know about your opponent, their gunnery, their piloting, their current favorite battle mech, their goal. How is this vulnerable? What should I be on the lookout for? Or are they telling the truth? Your opponent is C-Bill.
C-Bill. Oh, okay. What's their goal?
C-Bill's goal is to maximize profits for Team Minxful.
Okay.
Winning and losing doesn't matter as much to her as continuing to promote the material that they put out.
Okay.
So they're like an up and coming brand. You know, they're selling Minstagram. They're selling, you know, like t-shirts, calendars, full product lines, lip balm, and that stuff matters more than victories in the arena for this particular group. The merchandising.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So along those lines, I think leading up to the match, Hillbilly will sort of reach out and see if there's some cross promotion C-Bill is interested in doing with the Billy Gyms.
Okay. All right.
I think that's it. That's it for the Hillbilly.
Yeah, let's make that roll too.
Perfect.
So that will be media influence. So you're rolling corporate.
7 minus 1 is 6.
You get what you want, but it costs you something you have, or otherwise does not go intended as intended.
Okay. I feel like she gets the better of me on the deal. Like gets the better profit cut.
I think maybe something like she wants Team Minxful to have a maybe not a controlling interest, but like a large stake in the company.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reach out to my business partner. We'll come up with a deal where they get like maybe 30% or something.
Interesting. So you made 2 media influence rolls this round. Just noting that down. Half success on both of them. Not bad. Excellent. You know what they say, 2 half successes is like 1 whole success.
Count it. Almost makes up for getting knocked out.
So I think what ends up happening is that they release a line of pink Billy Gyms with 7, you know, it's like collect the 6 Minxtas, right? You know, like each one of the bars has like one of their 6 faces on it. That kind of promotional deal. Sales skyrocket among the 20-something shrimp community for Billy Gyms. And a lot of that profit goes into your pocket, into the stable and the investors' pockets, but some of it also goes towards Team Minxful.
All right. Seems fair.
Okay. Let me just save this table here. Ludeman, fantastic match. I think what was more entertaining for me than just the match itself was everything you did around the match. You really got a lot done here.
I feel like I did. Yeah, that went well. I mean, you know, again, mine is getting knocked out.
That was, I mean, you suffered, unfortunately, what that machine was built to do, which is to force the opponent to eat a lot of missile hits in the hope of eventually getting some head crits. And it took a while for those head hits to add up, but when they did, it was basically the end.
The punch to the face.
Yeah, I mean,
at the end.
The cracked canopy is not a good play. Well, listen, the cracked canopy bar, great place to be.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like
an actual cracked canopy, not so good.
Picture on the wall of the cracked canopy.
Your name gets a star next to it in the Mech Warrior halls there.
Perfect.
Ludeman, fantastic match. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I will try to arrange another match with you in the next 1 to 3 weeks.
All right.
Where you will be facing down with C-Bill. Have a good day.
Looking forward to it. You too.